too nice to her, by the way. No, they arrested her today. Jane Fonda, nothing changes. They arrest every 25 years they arrest her. Eddie's opponent is a radical liberal, and you know that. He even says good things about me, but he'll never vote for him. You know why he says good things about me? Because he thinks you like me. If he didn't, otherwise he'd say bad. But here's the thing. He'll say good things. In fact, I said he must be a Republican. He sometimes says better about me than most Republicans. But here's the problem. He'll never vote for us. He'll never support our Second Amendment the way we need the support. He's never going to reduce your car insurance. He's never going to cut your taxes. He's had a long time. He wasn't able to do it. I got you a big tax cut, the biggest ever. I mean, the Democrats, they have this crazy theory. I don't know how it works. I don't think I could be a successful Democrat. You know, one of the theories, we're going to raise your taxes. How does that work? I'm always saying we're going to get you a bigger. We're going to cut your taxes more. They're saying, look, what do I know? I've only been doing this for 3 years. They say, we're going to raise your taxes. And I'm saying, excuse me, does that work? That's what they say. No, I'm going to cut your taxes even further. And you see what it's done for our country. But you have a radical liberal named John Bel Edwards. Edward was an ardent supporter of crooked Hillary Clinton, and she is crooked as hell. John Bel Edwards broke his solemn promise to the people of Louisiana when he rammed, that's the only word I can say, rammed through the largest tax hike in Louisiana history. Does everybody remember that? He gave you the largest tax hike, and then he probably says, I raised your taxes, vote for me. No, I'm saying this. I lowered your taxes. I gave you the greatest tax reduction in the history of our country, greater even than Ronald Reagan's reduction many years ago. Now, maybe that doesn't work in modern day politics, but you know what? I'm going to stick with it. Okay? Whether it does or not, I'm sticking. And you see what's happened. Billions and billions and trillions of dollars is coming back into the country. We're the hottest economic force anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. And taking in more with a lower rate. We're taking in much more money than we did with a higher rate. That's a pretty good statement. He violated your sacred trust and can never be trusted again. He raised your taxes, and he's done nothing about your car insurance. You know, one of the big things here is car insurance, right? And I kept saying, what are the things? Because I want to pinpoint it. And I kept seeing car insurance. That's very unusual. I've never heard that with the state. I never thought of car insurance, right? But here, your car insurance is the highest in the nation. It's out of control. And it's so easy to do. Now Edwards is trying to demolish your state's economy by shutting down Louisiana Energy on behalf of the crazy, radical, far left. Edwards is totally owned by the liberal trial lawyers who are causing your state insurance rates and car insurance to skyrocket through the roof. Perhaps most disturbing, Edwards has allowed illegal aliens to steal millions of dollars in health care from hardworking Louisiana citizens. He cares more about illegal aliens than he cares about Louisiana citizens. I'll tell you what, I love our military. Eddie loves our military. They care more about illegal aliens than taking care of our vets and taking care of our military. Edwards is dangerously soft on crime, you know that. And Louisiana has the highest murder rate. I hate to say this. Please turn off those television cameras immediately. I don't want to say it. But you have the highest murder rate anywhere in the United States. I didn't know that. I didn't want to say it. Okay, I'm sure they turned it off because they really listened to it. Edwards is backed by his fellow open border extremists and pro-abortion lobby. Edwards is a complete disaster for the state of Louisiana, and you cannot afford 4 more years of this far-left travesty. It is time to replace your failed governor, John Bel Edwards, with Eddie Rispone, who's going to do an incredible job. So everybody needs to get out and vote early. Vote early. 40%. I can't believe 40. I never heard 40%. Usually it's like 2%, and they say, don't worry about it. Early voting has started, so get out and vote for Eddie Risponi and do it right away. And then let's go to the football game and let's do lots of things. Do lots of things. Do it before the game, or just make sure you get it out. And you know, the election itself is going to be taking place Saturday. So get out early, get out early. So I want to bring up a man that I've gotten to know well, but I knew him through reputation because he's really a business legend in many ways, and he's going to put that genius to work for you. Eddie Risponi, please come up. Please come up.
Thank you so much. Before I get started, I want to say this. Congressman Abraham, I would not be here. John Bell might be your governor today if it wouldn't be for Congressman Abraham working very hard, the two of us, traveling this state to make sure that we got the vote out to let the state of Louisiana know we can do better. Let's give him another round of applause. Louisiana is Trump country. Is that right? We're so grateful to the president to come down here more than once now, to get out the vote, to mobilize, to make Louisiana great like it deserves to be. We need something different if we want to be different. We don't deserve to be last. We are last, folks. We have got to do something different, and it starts by electing a different kind of governor. We need a pro-Trump, conservative, an outsider, someone with serious business skills, someone that's not beholden to special interests, someone that's got backbone to go against the status quo, someone like Trump. That's what we need, and we want to thank the President for coming here and exposing John Bell Edwards, that is as liberal as he is. Thank you. John Bell Edwards would want you to believe he's not one of those liberal lunatics that are trying to impeach our president. We can send a message to them by voting me in and voting and supporting our president, Donald Trump. Listen, I didn't think they could go any lower, folks, but just this Saturday, they're running ads now and push cards all over this state, accusing our president of being a racist, and me being a racist, and you being a racist. It is disgusting how low they will go. That is their MO. When they start panicking and worrying, they play the race card. It's unacceptable. We have a president here that has had the lowest unemployment for minorities in the history of the United States, and they'll call him a racist? We need to send them a message, folks. Louisiana is conservative. We're going to have a conservative governor, an outsider, a businessman, someone who will make us number one in the nation. We can do that with your vote. Eddie. Oh. Thank you. That is amazing. That is amazing. This man can get the crowd fired up and he get Louisiana fired up so we can go out and early vote and turn this state around. Thank you. I need your support. I need your vote. My wife and my family can use your prayers. Thank you. And I'm going to take one more liberty. Go Tigers! Beat Bama! This is amazing, folks. Right here.
Thank you, Eddie. Great job. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Eddie. Good man. Great man. Going to be a great governor. We're also thrilled to be joined tonight by many of your wonderful Louisiana leaders. And I have to say, right now, two of them, they're warriors, they're incredible warriors. I'll ask them to come up for just a second, but they don't stop. Very different type personalities, both unbelievable. They fight so hard for me, for you. They love this state, they love this country. Senator Bill Cassidy, Senator John Kennedy. Come on up, fellas.
Let me just echo what Eddie Rispone said. This is Trump country. And let me add to what he said. With your help, but only with your help, we can make it Rispone country. Thank you.
Mr. President, for visiting our state. In 3 short years, President Trump has doubled the growth in the greatest economy in all of human history. And you know what our Democratic friends have done for him? Speaker Nancy Pelosi is trying to impeach him. I don't mean any disrespect, but it must suck to be that dumb. Let me tell you one other thing. The same people that are backing Speaker Pelosi are sending tens of millions of dollars to support Governor Edwards. And all he has given us, all Governor Edwards has given us, is decline and uncertainty. Now, unless you're happy with crappy, I want you to vote for Eddie Rispone for governor. And I want you to vote for Kyle Erdogan for Secretary of State. want you, this is important, I want you to vote for Robert Mills for the Louisiana State Senate. God bless Louisiana, God bless our president, and God bless the United States of America.
Two great guys, two great warriors, two people that love your state, they love our country, and I appreciate it very much. Two great senators. So I just want to bring up for a second a man who is an incredible campaigner, an incredible congressman. You talk about loving our country. He'll die for our country. He'll die for the people of the state. He loves the people of the state. He did really well. It was a tight race, and he is all in for Eddie, and that's Ralph Abraham, Congressman. Come on up, Ralph.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. President, thank you for coming to Monroe, Louisiana. And thank you for making America great again. And Mr. President, this crowd in all of Louisiana loves to win. We're going to celebrate again when the Saints win the Super Bowl. We're going to celebrate again when LSU wins the national championship. And President Trump, we're going to celebrate you when you once again rid the world of evil terror like al-Baghdadi. Thank you. But you heard the President. We are dead last. We must do better. And to our veterans here, whose shadow that we stand in every day, to our farmers and our ranchers that till the land, herd the cattle from dawn to dusk, for our oil and gas industry that has, as you heard the President say, made us energy dominant, to our law enforcement that runs toward the bullet when we run away, and to all of us that fill up their church pews on Sunday morning and pray to a loving and caring God, we will win this race. So, Mr. President, you have shown the world what America could do. You have shown the world what America can do. And more importantly, Mr. President, you have shown the world what America will do when we're challenged. So, we're going to win this race. Go vote Saturday for Eddie. Let's get this thing done. Put the horse in the barn and go win a ball game. Thank you.
Thank you very much. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. We appreciate it. I called Ralph. I said, Ralph, I'd love to have you. He said, sir, if you want me, if you need me, I'm here. That's a real man. Thank you very much. That's a real man. And they're friends. They're real friends. So, where's Mason? You know, Ralph said, Mason, where's Mason? Ralph was saying, Mason, where are you, Mason? What a job he did. What'd you do, fly around the world as the youngest person ever or something? Huh? Well, Ralph said I got to mention, so I got to mention you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very important to Ralph. I want to thank other of our incredible, and I call them warriors because that's what they are. They have to be today. They won't be around long. Garrett Graves, great congressman. Garrett. Thank you, Garrett. Great job. They fight hard. A job's tougher than we all thought. It shouldn't be tough at all, but they made it tough. We have people that made it a lot tougher than it's supposed to be, but these are incredible people. Clay Higgins. Thanks, Clay. Thank you, Clay. And Mike Johnson. Mike. Thanks, Mike. Great job, all of you. And your state's Attorney General, somebody I've known for a long time. He's terrific, Jeff Landry. And two terrific men on the ballot with Eddie. John mentioned that. Kyle Ardwin and your next state senator, Robert Mills. We're also joined by Louisiana's own Phil and Willie Robertson. I love him. I gotta go. I can learn plenty from these two. Come on up here. Come up. Come up, Phyllis. Come up here. Come up. The great people, they've been with us from the beginning, right from the beginning. Smart as can be, and wonderful people. And they hit big. They hit big. And you don't hit big unless you have it. Come on up, fellas.
I got down to this. If you're pro-God and pro-America and pro-gun and pro-duck hunting, that's all I want.
Well, I don't know what else to say after following Phil and the president and Eddie, but thank you guys so much. You have been such a great community to share life with, to worship with, and I'm so tickled to be here with the president that he actually came down to our community, and let's go, Eddie.
Thank you, fellas. Two great guys. They were with me right at the beginning. I said, who are they? They said, they're two big television stars. I said, wow. And I started watching a little bit. A lot of wisdom there. Republican policies are lifting up Americans from every background and every walk of life. America is an economic powerhouse again, like never before. Actually, like never before. We eliminated a record number of job-killing regulations, saving an estimated $3,000 per household. We also passed the largest package of tax cuts and reforms in American history, saving a typical family of four another $2,000. And we're boldly adopting a policy of American energy independence. We don't have to go to these faraway places anymore. I was at the opening of the $10 billion Cameron LNG export facility in Hackberry, Louisiana, employing thousands and thousands of Louisiana workers. They couldn't get their permits for years. I got them real fast for you. I said, how long? I said, let's go get them that permit. For years and years, they tried to get those permits. They couldn't get them. I got them very fast. And we cut a ribbon a couple of months ago. It was incredible. I've never seen a building like that one. The more pipes in that building than I've ever seen before. Meanwhile, every top Democrat running for president has pledged to abolish all American production of oil and natural gas, shipping thousands of your state's energy jobs overseas. That's all they're doing. But Louisiana will not give them that chance. We are reversing decades of disastrous trade policies. Louisiana lost 1 in 4 manufacturing jobs after the twin disasters of NAFTA and China's entrance into the World Trade Organization. Past leaders did not care one bit what happened to those Louisiana communities because they were getting rich by sacrificing your wealth to other countries. You remember, we talk about it all the time. But under this administration, the great betrayal is over. America is no longer for sale. Thanks to my tariffs, we're taking in billions and billions of dollars from a country that never gave us 10 cents, China. Can you imagine if we ever let the radical Democrats take over negotiations with China? Wouldn't be too good. Let's get Hunter to do it, right? Let's get Hunter. Come on, Hunter. Come on, Hunter. Let's see how you do, Hunter. China would love it more than anything else. They'd love to be dealing with a different president. They actually do like me, but they don't like me what I'm doing exactly to them. They're having the worst year they've had in 57 years. But it's not going to happen that way because we can't let our country go back to the days of being ransacked and plundered by other nations. We will not be taken advantage of any longer. Before my election, our leaders used the great American middle class as a piggy bank to fund their delusional global projects. They decimated American factory. You know this. American manufacturing was broken and decimated. They promoted economic growth in foreign countries. They didn't promote economic growth in our country. They used our military to defend immensely wealthy nations, subsidizing their welfare states with your money. And they poured precious American blood and treasure into the Middle East while our great cities fell into disrepair. $8 trillion was spent in the Middle East. And you want to fix a highway, they say, well, that's pretty expensive, right? Not anymore. But I was elected to be the President of the United States, not the President of the world. After years of rebuilding other nations, we are finally rebuilding our nation. We are finally putting America first. You haven't heard that for a long time. Past leaders transformed faraway nations into chaotic war zones. Then they demanded that American citizens accept unlimited migration from those terror-afflicted regions, stamping their visas for travel straight into your communities. Not anymore. My administration implemented the travel ban to block migration from some of the world's most dangerous and deadly places. And we're keeping terrorists, criminals, and violent extremists the hell out of our country. That's what we're doing. On no issue have Democrats more totally betrayed you than immigration. They threw you open, and you saw it all through the years. They threw open your borders to drug dealers, human traffickers, and to vicious MS-13 gang members. And now we're getting them out of the country by the thousands. Thanks to our tireless efforts to secure our southern border, illegal crossings have now dropped 70% since May. And when you look at what's happening over there, there's a good reason for what we're doing. We are building that wall faster than anyone thought it was possible to build, the Army Corps of Engineers. We're also confronting the deadly menace of sanctuary cities would release dangerous criminal aliens into your neighborhoods, school zones, and city streets. Republicans believe our cities should be sanctuaries for law-abiding Americans, not criminal aliens. And Republicans will always stand with the heroes of ICE, Border Patrol, and law enforcement. In the last administration, vile slanders of our police went unanswered and unchallenged. Now we are once again condemning anti-police bias and giving our officers the respect that they so rightly deserve. If you want to show your love and support for American law enforcement and just plain success of your state and your country, then vote early for Eddie Rispone. Democrats are becoming more extreme by the day. The Democrats' planned government takeover of health care would demolish your Medicare. I will always protect Medicare for our nation's seniors. We will always protect patients with pre-existing conditions, and we will also protect patients with pre-existing physicians. Democrats want to take away our doctors. Republicans will strongly defend your right to keep your doctor. You remember that with President Obama. You keep your doctor, you keep your plan. 28 times it was a lie. Our ambitious campaign to reduce the price of prescription drugs has produced the largest decline in drug prices in over 50 years. Virtually every top Democrat also now supports late-term abortion, ripping babies straight from the mother's womb right up until the moment of birth. That is why I have asked Congress to prohibit extreme late-term abortion, because Republicans